Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 15 Good Minutes. Coach B here with the fellas. Let me see how they doing. Let me start with the World Traveler. How are you, sir? Welcome back, LB. And how was the trip, man?
I am recuperating, as they say. I've drank a lot of alcohol, so I'm on a liquid diet today of fruits and vegetables, a lot of water, flush my system out.
I like it. Welcome back, brother.
Thank you.
Freddie, how you doing, man?
Well, how's everyone doing?
Doing good, doing good. Sir Charles, how are you, my guy?
I am doing wonderfully excellent. It's a great day in the neighborhood.
It's a great day in the neighborhood, indeed. Um, Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome back. We're getting right back at it. Fairly easy one today. We're going to be talking about the wild card playoffs coming up this weekend. But what I'd like to do, at least first, is just kind of throw it out to anybody. I mean, there's been a lot of, we were just talking about it before we started recording. There's been a lot of coaches let go, some really, really quickly. I think Atlanta was the first.
The black man, of course.
based, based on the on that, is the logic, and I have to defer to you guys. Do you do that so early to send a signal to somebody who may be interested in coming? I mean, is there a reason? I get them letting coaches go, but I mean, some of it was like the day after the game was over. So any open thoughts on these guys that's been let go?
Well, I think they've already had, if you already had your mind made up that you letting said person go, and what's the point of, the quicker you let that person go, the quicker you can find a replacement. The quicker you're out there shop kicking tires or whatever. So, I mean, I don't, if you're going to fire somebody, what's the point waiting? You know what I mean? It's like when you work in a job, you don't want to get fired on a Friday. Fire me on a Monday, so I had the rest of the week off.
So
Possibly right there.
but my thought there too, though, was you move so quickly. Why wait till then? You could have. If your team has got 3 wins, 4 tops. They could have did this a couple of weeks ago. I don't think it would have made a big difference in how those
Right.
teams, how they came out. Charles, you got any thoughts on it?
I the only one I'm kind of thinking maybe should at least got a second year is Pete Carroll. If you weren't going to give him 2 years, yeah, if you weren't going to give him two
That was
years,
fast, right?
yeah, why even bring him? Why even bring him in the first place? All right, so I mean, coach, you got to give a coach. He came in. That wasn't his team. He's gotta have an opportunity to build that team, right? So I kind of think on that one they pulled the plug too quickly.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised with Stefanski?
Oh no.
Right.
I think he should have got the axe last year. So all right, so but no surprises except for the Pete Carroll one.
And you're
Right.
not surprised by Baltimore letting Harbaugh go then
And I was going to ask that question. I hadn't heard. So they actually let him go.
today?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we had it in the group chat, but you don't read those things. So,
No, right now I see it's saying that it was sort of saying he was out,
well,
but
because Charles, you and me and Freddie talked about that last week, whether or not Tomlin or Harbaugh, whoever lose that game, they be gone, and Harbaugh's out. So I just wondered if you had a chance to ponder that, and if so, were you surprised by it?
I am surprised by it because he's been such a staple in Baltimore, and uh, obviously this year and last year, I mean, he should have fired his offensive coordinator. That's what lost him this job, his offensive coordinator, right? But obviously that was his philosophy too. He was agreeing with the philosophy of, you got to
Gotcha.
stud.
That was his guy, right?
You're not running them, right? And Lamar, you still trying to put, and you didn't have to put the whole team on Lamar's back, right? He had an opportunity to take some of that pressure off Lamar, and actually, and I think it even would have developed Lamar more and the team more, right? But that didn't happen. So
They didn't fire Harbaugh. This was just a mutual parting, right?
You can
You
spin it
know,
any way you want, man.
between the head coach, the GM, and the owner, in that conversation, you were fired. But to the public, it was a mutual parting, as opposed to I think that would
Like
possibly
Atlanta.
happen with um you know um Mike Tomlin eventually. It
Yeah.
will be a mutual party, you know. Now, I mean, in Baltimore, I think the guy that they should have fired is actually the defensive coordinator. He's been trashed for the last 2 years. I think it's or whatever. I think he played under Harbaugh. I mean, yeah, I think with injuries, I get it, but it's just he's just been bad. When you think of Baltimore historically, they've been known for having a ferocious defense and running the football. Right? You can run the football when you get Derrick Henry's ball, right? But defensively, for the last 2 years, they've been atrocious.
Yeah.
So with Harbaugh, that was kind of like the shocking move of all these moves, between Sunday and today.
Hey, and one of the reports I heard about the Harbaugh situation was that they were, they went into this meeting without the, where I understand it, they went into the meeting where firing wasn't even on the table. Where they went in to discuss the next season
Next year,
type stuff.
really?
And then that's where the disagreements came into. And we're getting this, sixth and seventh hand.
Sure.
Was that there was some discussion about some of the coaching and some changes that the management thought should be made.
Right.
And Harbaugh didn't agree with those changes, but they went into there just to discuss the season going forward and some changes that they may have wanted, not necessarily to have to get rid of him. But he apparently, from what I heard, is that he had kind of dug his heels and was like, no, whatever changes they wanted to make, he didn't agree with those changes.
Wildcard playoffs this weekend. Let's get into it. I'm just going to throw it out and give me your thoughts. Saturday, we got 2 games. Rams are at Carolina Panthers. Let's start with that one. Let's start with you, Charles. Who do you have and why?
Rams, blowout.
Okay. LB.
Same game. I'm rooting for Carolina. I don't like the other team you just said. Who was that?
Rams.
Rams.
Freddie, who you got?
Probably go with the Rams.
Look, man, I'm going with the Rams. I won't say blowout like Charles, but I think they got the MVP. And like Charles was talking about last week with what'd you say his name was, LB? The quarterback?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
He's not, to me, he's up and down in regardless. I think we had talked about it. I think it was Freddie that mentioned it last week. It'd just be good for Carolina to get in. And that, to me, Freddie, going back to last week's analogy, that was their hat and T-shirt game. I think they're done. I think the Rams should win that handily. The second game I'm a little interested in because last week Freddie indicated that Chicago was fool's gold. And I almost put that in the group chat this weekend because they came back at the end. But I'm thinking this is exactly what Freddie's talking about. What are you doing? And they want to act like this whole cardiac thing at the end, and it ain't going to always work like that. So I'll start off by saying I think we got 2 duds here, very similar to what we talked about last week with Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Green Bay's backing in. I don't know what Chicago's doing. To me, this is a pick 'em. Charles, I know you're a Bears homer. Are you going with them? I'm supposing, right?
I honestly, I don't even want to look at this game. It's it's such a horrible game. You're right. Green Bay backed in. Caleb he's just not showing any promise to me. And probably
I tell you what, I get this number wrong. It's either 84 or 85, but you got a stud in that kid. That rookie, I like him.
You talking about the tight end?
Yes.
Yes. He is totally a stud. But again, we have an inconsistent passer, right? They should run the ball. If they run, I think if they run the ball and run it successfully, right, the Bears will have a chance to win.
How did the 2 of them be? Did they split this year, or how did it go?
They actually split, but Swift got most of the carries. Swift got most of the carries for the Bears running backs, but the offensive line is half decent, right? The defense is is decent, right? And the only question mark there is quarterback. But whatever happens in this game, if they get past this, that's the end of the road for them.
Freddie, give me a winner for Green Bay, Chicago.
Going with Chicago because right now it's supposed to be cold and it's supposed to be rainy.
Yeah.
I don't trust Jordan Love. I think Green Bay, when Parsons went down, I think that kind of took all the life out of them. I don't, and I just feel that this will be the third time they played in a month. I think that Chicago playing at home, while defensively they're not very good pass rushing the ball, I think they lead the NFL in turnovers, and I don't trust Jordan Love. So if you have, possible rain, um, inconsistent quarterback play and what have you. And Jordan Love is who he is on the road against, a division opponent. I'm going with Chicago at home in the rain.
LB, who you got, man? I know one of them you don't like, right? There's a team in every game that you just can't stand. Who's the team you can't stand? Because that seems to be the basis for how you pick your winners.
Yeah, because I could give two shits about NFL. I'm rooting for Caleb because I liked him in college, so I'm rooting for Chicago.
We moved to Sunday. Charles, Buffalo is at Jacksonville. Who do you have?
That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. What has happened with Jacksonville is
Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, not unbelievable. It's unbelievable because they decided that, hey, the kid down there, the quarterback, what's his name?
Lawrence.
Lawrence. They not putting the whole team on his shoulders, right? They're running the ball. They're doing control passing. Their defense is playing good. It's They're going to give Buffalo a run for their money, right? Buffalo's issue is they're good. I think they're good all around, except for, he just doesn't have that, that one stud or two stud receivers that he can throw the ball to, right? So it's going to be a close one. I'm going to call this a toss-up.
I'm going to go with Buffalo because I think from a big picture perspective, Josh Allen, this is your time.
We say that every year too.
If not ever, you have no Lamar, you have no Joe Burrows, you have
no Patrick Mahomes,
no Pat Mahomes.
Yep. So you're saying that this is his path to the Super Bowl, huh?
Path of least resistance, Charles, because all the other guys are gone.
And you're playing in Jacksonville, so the weather should be good. You ain't got to play in that crappy weather in Buffalo, right? So I'm going with Josh Allen.
LB, who you got in this one? Buffalo at Jacksonville, man.
I'm rooting for Jacksonville because they're the upstart. I'm tired of I want to see new teams making it to do well and make it to the playoffs and Super Bowl. I'm tired of Buffalo. I'm tired of Buffalo when they was losing to the Vikings and stuff. Come back in the day. I'm done.
You know what, LB? Buffalo, to your point, man. Historically, they were very similar to Baltimore in that when it came to the big game, they folded, right? To Freddie's point, if it takes all of these other teams, whether it's Burrow, Mahomes, Lamar, to be out the way, I wonder. The reason I say Charles surprising is because all year long I've been waiting for the other shoe to drop with Jacksonville because they just been so bad for so long. But they're here and they're the home team, so I'm gonna go with them. I think Buffalo, going back to LB's point, you look at Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore, those not older teams, but the teams that we are normally talking about for the last 3 or 4 years, all of them have some kind of issue, right? So let's see if it's time for some new blood to get in there. Second game, start with you, LB. San Francisco's in Philadelphia. Who you got?
Philadelphia.
Fair enough.
Barkley. There you go.
Charles,
who you like in Philadelphia hosting?
If they run the ball, they run the ball, right? It's game over
for
Philadelphia. If Philadelphia run the ball, right, it's game over.
I thought you were talking about McCaffrey running the ball.
No. I think Philadelphia's defense is better. I'm not going out on a limb here. San Francisco defense Now, let me take that back. This past with Seattle, past Sunday, their defense actually played very, very well. But for most of the year, their defense have not. The offense has literally outscored the other team. So
Every game's win or go home now, though, man.
yeah. So again, I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. Right. I just think that their team is just better at this point of the season.
How about you, Freddie? Who you got in this one?
I'm going with San Francisco because as bad as San Francisco's defense is, Philadelphia's offense is even worse, right? Philadelphia's offense is worse.
I'm taking San Francisco on that one as well. I think overall Brock is playing better, and this in any year that you have McCaffrey is healthy. We talked about a little bit last week in the sense that they may not have the defense that they used to have that Charles is talking about, but they don't have a problem putting up numbers. And if they can put up numbers, I think they'll be okay. Last one on Sunday, LB, the Chargers, the other Harbaugh, is going to be at New England. Who you got?
New England.
Charles?
New England.
Freddie?
I'm going with the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers because
Because you're a Harbaugh apologist.
no. I'm going with New England. As good as Drake May has been all year and consistent as he's been, he's only had, I think, only one 300-yard passing game. I think he's only had one. I think with the Chargers, and not to mention the thing with New England, they have no pass rush. They have no pass rush. They can cover on the back end, but they have no pass rush. And you give Harbaugh and Justin Herbert, an extra week to get healthy, or I'm going with the Chargers. I think this is a team that has been there before, and I think they're going to go into Foxborough and win. I just don't trust that New England's offense as well as their pass rush yet.
I got that one as a toss up. I could see it going either way. Last game, Charles, Monday nighter. Pittsburgh's hosting. I can't even say it. Pittsburgh's hosting a playoff game because a dude missed a chip shot.
Yes.
Anyway, so give me a winner. You got Houston coming into Pittsburgh. Who do you got?
Houston. Houston defense is just better. It's just better. The and their offense will just do just enough to win the game, right? The defense is gonna win this game for them.
LB, who you like, man? Houston or Pittsburgh? I'm sorry.
Houston, so they can fire Tomlin and we can be done with him too. He can be tired. Go fishing.
Go fishing. Freddie, who do you like in this one? Monday nighter.
As much as I hate to say it, I'm going Pittsburgh.
What?
I'm going. I'm serious. I'm going Pittsburgh because they're at home. They're at home, and it's probably going to be cold.
Mm-hmm.
Houston plays in a dome.
Yep.
They really don't want to be in an outside environment that's going to be cold. Not to mention Houston's offense. We know Houston's defense is pretty good, right? But their offense is average at best.
I think Houston wins, and even though they're not a blitzing team, they blitzing their ass off because there's a 75-year-old back there that can't run, and they're going to keep him on the run. And again, I got a problem with the way that Pittsburgh got in there. I don't have enough time to talk about it, but they literally backed their way in there the same way Green Bay did. They don't impress me at all. I think LB's
Same
right.
way Carolina did.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And I think that this could be it for Coach Tomlin. Good dude, but, might be time to go, Mike. All right, we got less than a minute and a half. Let me see if anybody got something to say. Start with the world traveler, LB. Welcome back, brother. You got something to say today?
Yeah, I'll make it real fast. Never take a cruise during a holiday because cruises allow people to bring their kids for free, and they did on this cruise I was on. It was probably 2 kids for every adult. I'll never cruise again on a holiday. I did book another cruise, but it ain't on a holiday.
Smart man. Charles, what you got to say, buddy?
Nothing for the day. All right. Just happy to be alive.
Freddie, how about you, man? You got something to say today?
I guess from my earlier point, these NFL teams that are building new stadiums, like we're seeing, like Buffalo's opening their new stadium next year. Whatever they call it. They have a canopy. It's not dome, but it's a canopy similar to what you have in Miami, to where you're kind of concealing the outside elements from the fans, because people are tired of paying all this damn money to come sit there and freeze their ass off. You want to sit there and be comfortable. You already got to deal with a mess getting out of the parking lot.
We got 20 seconds left.
You know. So
y'all have a great weekend. We'll pick up
Football's
on Freddie.
supposed to be outside. Football's supposed to be outside.
It's supposed to be outside. I agree with that.
Minnesota Vikings, 1967. We're out.
Ice Bowl. Come on, man.